Shalom, shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? This your brother Shapar, man. We out here again. You know what I mean? Through the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, bring this word out to my people. You know what I mean? And we gonna start off with this one, man. We gonna start off with this one. We gonna go Ezekiel, chapter 30, 33 and 27. Ezekiel 33 and 27. Say thou thus unto them, thus saith the Lord power, as I live surely, that they are in the waste, shall fall by the sword, and him that is in the open field will I give to beasts to be devoured, and they that be in the forts and in the caves shall die of the pestilence. For I will lay the land most desolate, and the palm of her strength shall cease, and the mountains of Israel shall be desolate, that none shall pass through. Then shall they know that I am the Lord, when I have laid the land most desolate, because of all their abominations which they have committed. Also thou, son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as a people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Yeah, man. So we come out here, man, we prophesize, we come out here, we put our in some cases our physical safety in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? You put your mental health at jeopardy, you know what I'm saying? And things like that to bring this word out to our people. And our people don't want to hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how, whatever the circumstance. Jacob be mad, like even going back to the situation in Buffalo. Jake mad and upset about an Edomite coming up there and killing 10 brothers and sisters. But Jake more mad at the prophets. They more mad at the prophets. The meanwhile, they'll be saying about we gonna pray for him. We gonna pray for him, this and this and this and this and that. That's what they do, man. So let's keep going. Let's go Jeremiah 49 and 11. It's gonna be a quick lesson, man. I just wanted to come out here, man. It was on my spirit to get back out here, man, and do something today, man. Do something. Come out here and do something, man. Do the work, man. Stay diligent, man. This Jeremiah 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbor, and he is not. Leave the fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. Talk about the Israelites. Jeremiah 49 and 12. And so going back to the situation, man, up there in Buffalo, and what's happening is we have drunk. Esau has been made bare. Esau has been made bare as the wicked. This America, Apostle Gabar always brings it out that America means bitter. So this country was set up very bitterly, and that's how it's going to go out. It's going to go out bitterly. So Esau is being made bare, and meanwhile, in between Esau being made bare, we are coming to the understanding of why we're going through the things we're going through. Esau's blessing was the sword. We went against the covenant, the deal that we made out there in the desert with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's Exodus the 24th chapter, man. So we went against that, and so that's why we going through what we going through, man. For thus saith the Lord power, behold, they whose cup judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk. That's the Israelites. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Talk about the Edomites. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetually wasted. See, this is what's coming to this place, man. And going back to what I was saying, like it shows you that Esau is who he is because that's what he was created to be. He was created to be wicked. And it's the people that, let's get that, have indignation with forever. The Lord gonna have indignation with them forever, man. Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. Matter of fact, let's read up. The burden of Malachi. The word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts. So they was subdued, the dark ages. They came back out. The Renaissance era started in around 1350-ish. Somewhere around there, the 1300s, going up into the 1400s. Before that, Israel was ruled. Israel, you know, so-called black people, the Moors over there in Europe and all that. So they came back out, the Renaissance era, they painted, changed the faces of the judges. They changed all of the iconoclasts, you know what I'm saying? They started pushing supersessionism. They came up with Serge Borgia, White Boy Jesus. This is what happened during that time, right? So they rebuilt, right? But we will return and build the desolate places, thus saith the Lord of hosts. But they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. See? So the Lord gonna have indignation with Edom forever. So it's nothing that they could do to get away from what the scriptures say, man. It's nothing they could do, man. It's nobody could help them. It's no weapons they could come up with. It's no technology. No matter what they push or whatever, their end is going to be destruction, man. That's their end. That's their end. Let's get back to it. Deuteronomy 30 and 1. Let's get that. So I guess we two sides of the coin, man. Balance. The Lord have a people that he love, and the Lord have a people that he don't love. That's just the way it is, man. Deuteronomy 30 and 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, And thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have driven thee, and shall return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thine soul, that when the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost parts of the heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. That lines up with Matthew 24 and 30. When the Lord comes back, he's going to gather his elect from the four corners, right? The elect of Israel, right? And the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and we will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And the Lord thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And that lines up with 1 Corinthians 15 and 50, around 52. We will be changed in the blink of an eye. And Hebrews 8 and 10. You know, he's going to change our hearts, going to put it in our hearts and our minds. You know what I mean? And the Lord thy power, here go the point too. So after he does all this for us, he going to restore Israel. After he restore Israel, then this is what he going to do. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Go back to Buffalo. Was that not persecution? Dudes show up there to Buffalo and just shooting down Israelites. Ain't that persecution? You know what I'm saying? Slavery. You know what I mean? Traffic stops. The court system. The penitentiary. The industrial. The prison for profits. Or whatever the case may be. I done seen letters where, you know, you have prisons writing letters to police departments telling them they need to arrest more people because they have a contract with the prisons that they have to keep a certain amount of capacity in the prisons. So a lot of these people like LeBron James, you see a billionaire now, and your Jay-Z's that was a billionaire, they used to be had money invested in these prisons. Yeah, so we went through it, and now everybody else gonna go through it. Let's get Hosea 1 and 10. Let's go there. We drunk, so they gonna have to drink, man. We drunk, so they gonna have to drink. That's just it, man. They gonna have to drink this cup, man. Just like we had to drink it. Hosea, where's that? Hosea 1 and 10. Right? So we just read in the beginning of Deuteronomy 30 and 1, the blessings and the curse, right? So yeah, so Hosea chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of Israel, yet the number of the children, Salakia, of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. That's what they saying now. For all these years, they had us believing that the white man was the picture, so-called white man. Esau, Edom, Serge Ray Borgia, the finger of God. This is the image of the Lord's people. They still push that with Israel, over there in Israel, with the 1948ers, the Amalekites. The people that got back in Israel took over the possession of Israel by purchasing 100 acres of land. A Rothschild bought it for them, and they went back like that. The Lord didn't restore them. The Lord didn't take them back. That's why they over there doing all the wickedness they doing now. Pride, having pride, the largest pride, march, not march, parade is over there. You know, rabbis over there raping people. This is what's going on over there. 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and they only got one tribe. Where's the northern kingdom at? Where's the northern kingdom at? Where's they try to get other people to come back, fly this group in on planes and this and that to try to act like they fulfilling prophecy? The apostle of Ramlah always going to how they even make the women shave their heads so they can wear wigs and stuff like that. What he call it, the small hat and the wigs. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Yeah. So the prophecies do not fit them. The prophecies fit the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Let's get Psalms, the 83rd chapter. Because they all working together, man. They all working together, man. Yeah, yesterday I went out, and this was kind of the lesson that I had on my mind to do yesterday. But then you get out there and the spirit jump on you, man. Because I even seen the elder out of Baltimore. He did a lesson going into the long hair and all of that. And the Nazarite vow, when the heads talk about they taking the Nazarite vow. So during the Nazarite vow, you don't supposed to touch wine. You supposed to be doing a whole lot of other stuff. But at the completion of your Nazarite vow, then you supposed to shave your head. So you got all these niggas running around talking about the Nazarite vow, the Nazarite vow, the Nazarite vow. They don't have no clue. And they not taking the Nazarite vow. You don't supposed to touch no women. You don't supposed to do nothing, pretty much. When you under the Nazarite vow. So they not under the Nazarite vow, but they gonna still keep their hair long because it's all about vanity. It's all about their pride, their looks for the women. Their hair. Niggas with man buns, hair tied up like this in a man bun. Shit is crazy. Psalms chapter 83, verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make atonement, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Yeah. So this is what they want, man. They don't want us to come back to the truth because they know the scriptures. They know that the Lord, when we turn back, we just read that in Hosea, and we read that in Deuteronomy. When we turn back and we start calling on the true names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's going to gather the elect. He's going to gather us. And once he gathers us, he's going to put all those curses on the enemies that hate us. So the longer the enemies that hate us can keep this tumult going against us, to keep the name of Israel from being no more remembered, the longer they get to stay in power, man. But it's not working, man. I seen a brother said you got Israelites bringing out the word on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. It's no way now that you can't, it's like you're running out of excuses for knowing that you're an Israelite. I don't care whether you follow Santeria, you follow Islam, whatever it is, you Christianity. I seen Sha'Carri, I didn't watch the thing, but I seen the lesson, Sha'Carri versus a Christian transgender. All of this stuff is madness. All of these teachings is madness, man. All of these doctrines is madness. And so if you're not coming out of that, man, if you still following these false ways, man, and into these false doctrines and false teachings and fake ass spirituality, you're probably gonna get destroyed, man. Because going back to the original statement, is no excuse for you not knowing you're an Israelite, no matter what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, it's somebody out there somewhere that you done ran across that done told you that you're an Israelite. Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. This is what they want, man. This is what they want, man. And when you out here in these false doctrines, you playing into their hand, man. You're playing into their hand. Let's go for Root 4 and 37. You're playing into their hand, man. This is what they want, man. For Root 4 and 37. Let's get that. Let's go 34. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the power. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sendest away, they come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the power. Yeah. So when we come back together, man, and we get that, that's why, going back to the Psalms in 83rd chapter, that's why they don't want the name of Israel be in remembrance anymore. Because once we come back together and we gather ourselves together, they going down. And they know this. That's why they want us to be Islam, be Muslim, to be Christians, to be out here drill rappers and all that. I seen 2 drill rappers got killed this week. One on Friday, one on Saturday. These rappers, the Lord is killing these rappers, man. He's killing these rappers because these rappers are plague and a parasite to the community too. Habakkuk 1 and 5. Let's get that. Ain't gonna make this long, man. Like I said, man, it was on my spirit. When I wrote the lesson up yesterday and I went out, I thought I was gonna be doing this, but then the spirit took me another place, man. The spirit had me go a whole nother direction, man. Wicked ass Negroites. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse let's start at the top. 1 and 1. The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. See, so Habakkuk was praying to the Lord and asking him to turn the faucet off on us. He had opened up a can of whoop ass on Israel, man. And another can is coming, man. The correction is coming, man. Before we go into the kingdom, man, a lot of people gonna need to be corrected of their ways, man. And if you can't see that, then you're not even spiritual. You're not being realistic and honest with the state of the so-called black community, man. Then Issachar, you see Issachar done came here, so-called Mexicans, Issachar done came here, and they better than the so-called blacks here too. Cause they on the thing on the census, they could write down that they're white. So in their mind, they done bought into that whole white thing. You know what I'm saying? Issachar here, look down on here in North Carolina. Issachar act just as snotty and snobbish towards you as so-called Ku Klux Klan thinking type of motherfucker. So we need correction, man. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 4. Therefore the Lord is slack, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked do compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Yeah. And not just the other nations that's against us, man. Even within our nation, man, we have wicked people, man. We have wicked people that push the agenda of the Psalms 38 chapter agenda just as much as the other nations do. They won't tell you that you go into these churches, they will not tell you that you're an Israelite, man. They will not tell you that, man. They will not tell you that, yo, according to the scriptures, that Pride Month is wrong. You out there in that Pride Month spirit that you're off. They will not tell you these things, man. Habakkuk chapter 1 verse 5. Behold, ye among the heathen, and regard and wonderful marvelous, for I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told you. Yeah. So we telling you the work that's coming, man. The Lord gonna put in work, man. The Lord gonna open up a can of whoop ass, man. He gonna lay the smack down. All of the catchphrases that you want, you know what I'm saying? He'll be back. The Lord is coming back to tear this place up, man. For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and nasty nation, which shall march through the bread of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. This is what Esau did, right? Only place that was given to the so-called Edomites is Mount Seir. This is the only land that they own, man. This was their land. Everything else they're in possession of, they stole. Every single thing they're in possession of. They are terrible. Matter of fact, let's get this. The Chaldeans, right? Let's get this before we go on. Let's go Isaiah 47 and 1. Isaiah 47 and 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. We read that in Jeremiah 49 and 10, right? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thou shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it, right? So yeah, so now let's go back to Habakkuk 1 and, what is it, 5? 6. For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans. We just read that in Isaiah 47 and 1. For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and nasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves. Their horses are swifter than the leopard, and are more fierce than the evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasten to eat. Yeah, this is dumb, and we all know what's the bird of America. The bird of America is the eagle, right? Let's go 12. Art thou not from everlasting, O Lord, my power, my Holy One? We shall not die, O Lord. Thou hast ordained them for judgment. And almighty power, thou hast established them for correction. Yeah. Because he uses he uses these other nations to correct the Israelites. But they overdid it, man. When we went down, they came against us. They was able to do what they did, but they overdid it, man. And we just read that. They have heavily laid thy yoke upon the ancient ones. We just read that in Isaiah. "13. Thou art of purer eyes than to behold evil, and canst not look on iniquity. Therefore lookest thou upon them that deal treacherously, and holdest thy tongue when the wicked devoureth the man that is more righteous than he." Yeah. So their time is coming, man. We read that in Deuteronomy 30 and 7 too. He gonna put all these curses on them that hate thee, man. Acts 13 and 41. Couple more, we gonna get out of here. Acts 13 and 41. "Behold, ye despisers, and wonder, and perish. For I work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declare it unto you." Then we start off with that. Then we start off with that. The Lord gonna work a work that we not gonna believe, man. Because he gonna bring this nation down, man. This place is going down. This system is going down. This place is finished, man. If thou can tell. This place is finished, man. It's finished. Baruch 5 and 5. This place is finished. This place is finished, man. Baruch 5 and 3. "For the power will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven. For the name shall be called, for thy name shall be called of power forever. The peace of the righteousness and the glory of the powers worship. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east. And behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word." We read that too. "Gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the power." Yeah. So this word is what's gathering the elect, man. It's not going to be guns. It's not going to be marching. It's not going to be protesting. It's not going to be the revolution being televised. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be the word. The true doctrine, man. The 100% truth, man. The 100% truth that have you under the understanding that we don't need to be out here making rap videos. We don't need to be out here with AR-15s at the camp. We don't need to be trying to set up across from churches or going to places where people done been murdered at, set up, or what we had HOI back in January or whatever when they was doing that shit up there in Washington, D.C. You going up there and being around them with sticks and all, staffs and all that. We don't need to be doing all that, man. We don't need to be doing all that. Teach the word, teach the truth of the scriptures, and that's all you need to do. All that extraness is just, that's for you, man. That's for your pride, your personal stuff. Ain't got nothing to do with the truth, man. Arise, Baruch 5 and 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east. Behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of the power. For they depart from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies. But the power bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory, as the children of the kingdom. For the power hath appointed that every high hill and banks of long continents should be cast down, and valleys filled up, to make even the ground that Israel may go safely into the glory of the power. See? So that goes back to how these heads over there is not us, man. The Lord's supposed to return us, man, safely to Jerusalem, man. Not a Rothschild, and not purchasing of land. That's not how that's not what the scriptures say. Moreover, even the woods and every sweet-smelling tree shall overshadow Israel by the commandment of the power. They had to import all of the stuff that they had over there, because the land it wasn't growing shit. They had to import stuff. That's why they trying to reach out and taking more and more land, because Israel was a piece of crap, man. They had to bring stuff in to build it back up. For the power shall lead Israel with joy and light of his glory, with the mercy and the righteousness that cometh from him. I forget exactly what it was called. They had a term for it where they brought in trees and animals and plants and all of that stuff and replanted them. This is what they had to do. The Lord didn't say that. This is not what the scriptures say. So they just faking it over there, man. They just faking it over there. Matthew 13 and 29. Let's get there. Let's see. Let's go 24. Matthew, and this Yahweh Shah speaking, red letter. I seen Gorilla Hebrew latest video. You got one dude with a gun on him, on his hip or whatever. Look like a gun, so I ain't gonna, slang. Look like he got a gun in a holster over here, whatever. And he out there talking about read on red. He read on red. Bugged out, man. Matthew 13 and 24. Another parable put forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which soweth good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. But when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit, then appeared the tares also. And it's talking about the people. The people. It's gonna be tares sold among with the good people. It's gonna be tares, man. And not just tares in the sense of they look and appear to be an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? But they're not an Israelite, they of the other nations. It's gonna be those kind of tares. Then it's gonna be the tares of they look like a man of the Lord. They look like they doing the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, but they're not. Right? So the servant of the house, the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares? And he said unto them, Any enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, least while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest I will say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat into my barn. Yeah. So let them grow together, man. Let everybody go together, and then at the end, the Lord gonna figure it out. The angels gonna figure it out. Let's get it. Let's go down. Let's go 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples, I feel the rain coming, came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. We just was reading about the parable of the tares in the field, right? Now watch. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burnt in the fire, so shall it be in the end of the world. The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Yeah. So yeah, so the tares is the field is the world, the tares is the people, man. The wheat is the people, rather. The tares is people, and the wheat is people. So when the harvest come, it's gonna be a lot of hurt going on, man. It's gonna be a lot of hurt going on. Let's get one more. We gonna close out. Let's go, Luke chapter 10, verse 2. Luke 10 and 2. Yeah, people, you know, you no matter, like the apostles, they set up in different places now, but now the people, you seeing the men of the Lord come out here, man. The men of the Lord is all over the place bringing this word out, man. The men of the Lord is all over bringing this word out. Let's go, Luke 10 and 2. Therefore say he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers unto the harvest. Yeah, man. So yeah, so we out here, man. The laborers is out here trying to harvest, man. So yeah, so with that one, man, we gonna close out, man. We gonna say all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there, scattered abroad, unlike it to a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there. Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Baba. Barakathon, family. Shalom. What's going on, brother?